This so important? During the night, your body is already facing a considerable challenge. Stress hormone levels increase, your liver begins to release stored sugar, and insulin resistance makes it more difficult for your cells to take up glucose. This is precisely why so many individuals wake to find their fasting numbers are higher than they were at bedtime. Green tea, and specifically its primary compound, EGCG, assists in calming this internal turmoil. It helps slow the rate at which sugar is absorbed into your bloodstream and enhances your body's response to insulin. Studies confirm this. In 2020, researchers who published their findings in Nutrition and Metabolism discovered that individuals with prediabetes who regularly consumed green tea observed notable reductions in their fasting glucose. This isn't merely a theory, these are tangible, measurable outcomes. EGCG functions like a gentle brake, inhibiting certain enzymes that would otherwise break down carbohydrates too rapidly, thus helping to avert sharp rises in glucose. Beyond its effect on blood sugar, green tea also has a calming influence on the nervous system. Reduced stress translates to fewer stress hormones, such as cortisol, which are known culprits for elevating blood sugar. It's like providing your body with both a metabolic assistant and a relaxation aid in one single cup. Now imagine this scenario. Instead of heading to bed feeling worried about the next day's blood sugar reading, you are cradling a warm mug of green tea, inhaling its earthy fragrance, and allowing your body to unwind. This is not presented as a magical fix, but as a small, meaningful ritual that instills a feeling of agency. Countless people with diabetes feel powerless, caught in a repeating pattern of spikes and dips. Yet green tea is tangible proof that nature has provided us with gentle, affordable, and readily available tools to bolster our health. You are not alone on this path, and every minor decision like this one holds more significance than you may realize. The true beauty of green tea is that its impact isn't confined to a single night. It's about establishing a consistent rhythm. One cup before bed, taken pure and unsweetened, can lessen the burden on your system over several weeks. It contributes to lighter feeling mornings, more consistent energy, and friendlier numbers on your meter. This is why a great number of diabetes experts quietly endorse it. It remains one of the most elementary yet profoundly effective drinks for achieving stable glucose levels overnight. And this is only drink number 14, one that many people disregard. Just wait until you learn about our next drink, which not only helps manage sugar, but also actively assists your kidneys in filtering more effectively while you rest. 2. Apple cider vinegar, ACV. Let's proceed to our next drink, which may also be a surprise, apple cider vinegar, or ACV. At a casual glance, it's simply that sharp, acidic liquid in your pantry, commonly used for salad dressings or pickling. However, for those contending with elevated blood sugar at night, ACV can serve as a small yet formidable tool for promoting greater balance while you sleep. Why does this matter? During the night, your body is still engaged in processing the carbohydrates consumed throughout the day. Without any assistance, those carbohydrates are converted into sugar quite rapidly, causing blood sugar to climb just when your system should be in a resting state. This is where ACV intervenes. The acetic acid it contains functions almost like a gentle brake pedal. It decelerates the transformation of complex carbs into glucose. Rather than having all of that sugar flood your bloodstream simultaneously, it is released in a more controlled, gradual manner. The outcome is fewer spikes, fewer crashes, and a more stable environment throughout the night. This has been substantiated by scientific research. A 2019 study featured in the International Journal of Medical Research and Health Sciences revealed that individuals with type 2 diabetes who drank apple cider vinegar before going to sleep experienced improvements in their fasting blood sugar the following morning. The mechanism is that ACV boosts insulin sensitivity, which makes your cells more receptive to the insulin your body is already making. For many, this is the crucial missing element. Their body doesn't lack insulin, it just isn't responding to it effectively. ACV aids in reestablishing that vital communication. Let's make this more tangible beyond the science. Picture yourself concluding your day with a simple practice, mixing a single tablespoon of ACV into a glass of warm water, sipping it gently, and embracing the feeling of being proactive rather than passively waiting to see what your numbers reveal in the morning. It isn't a miraculous cure. And it's true, you should begin with a small amount, perhaps just a teaspoon, to observe how your body reacts. Still, there is something truly empowering in knowing that an inexpensive natural liquid already present in your home can quietly support your body overnight. It serves as evidence that good health doesn't always have to come from a pharmacy bottle. Sometimes it's waiting for you on your kitchen shelf. Naturally, caution is important. ACV is acidic, so you should never drink it undiluted. It can impact tooth enamel or cause stomach upset. Always mix it with water. If you are taking diabetes medications, it's prudent to consult with your healthcare provider before integrating it into your nightly routine. For many, though, this one small adjustment leads to a significant change: more consistent mornings, fewer blood sugar surprises, and a renewed sense of optimism that managing diabetes need not be overly complex or financially draining. Now that we've seen the power of ACV, let's explore our next beverage, one that isn't sour in the slightest, but is instead soothing and creamy. It may also help keep your blood sugar steady while calming your digestion before sleep. 3. Cinnamon tea. Let's now consider something warm, aromatic, and deeply comforting: cinnamon tea. In contrast to some health remedies that can feel like an obligation, this one feels almost indulgent. The fragrance alone, sweet, spicy, and inviting, sends a signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Yet concealed within that welcoming aroma, cinnamon tea possesses a remarkable power for those wrestling with high blood sugar during the night. Why is this so significant? After you go to bed following a meal, your body is still occupied with breaking down carbohydrates into glucose. Should this process unfold too quickly, your blood sugar will spike, potentially causing restlessness and contributing to higher morning glucose readings. Cinnamon can help break that pattern. Its principal compound, cinnamaldehyde, enhances insulin sensitivity, essentially making your body more attentive to the insulin it already possesses. It also delays gastric emptying, which means that food transitions more gradually from your stomach to your bloodstream. The result is a more gentle release of sugar rather than an abrupt surge. The science corroborates this. A 2019 study published in the International Journal of Food Science demonstrated that consistent consumption of cinnamon resulted in significant decreases in fasting blood glucose. For an individual with diabetes or prediabetes, this is akin to having a gentle sentry standing guard over your blood sugar while you are asleep. But let's step back from the science for a moment. Envision the experience of slowly sipping a warm cup of cinnamon tea before bed. The steam gently rises, the spice's aroma fills the room, and you feel your body begin to release the tension of a long day. This is far more than a simple beverage. It's a practice of self-care, something you do for yourself that is simultaneously soothing and beneficial. This is crucial because managing diabetes goes beyond just the numbers on a meter. It's about discovering daily routines that foster both comfort and stability. Cinnamon tea accomplishes both. It calms your spirit at the same time it supports your body. Of course, as with any natural remedy, this isn't a magic wand. Cinnamon tea is most effective when it's integrated into a well-rounded lifestyle. It is also important to begin modestly. A single teaspoon of ground cinnamon or one cinnamon stick steeped for 10 to 15 minutes is sufficient. You don't need a large amount. In fact, an excess can lead to an upset stomach or interfere with certain medications. This is why it is always recommended to consult your healthcare provider before making it a regular nightly practice. When used with care, however, cinnamon tea can become one of the most simple and pleasurable tools in your entire routine. Over time, these small nightly decisions accumulate, leading to mornings where you feel more stable, lighter, and more in command. 4. Fenugreek water. Now let's discuss a drink with deep roots in ancient traditions that is finally gaining the scientific recognition it merits: fenugreek water. If this is the first time you are hearing about it, the idea might seem a bit odd. However, for those dealing with high blood sugar, this simple beverage made from soaked seeds can become a subtle but significant game changer. Why is this important? Each night, your body is still at work digesting the food from your day. Without any extra support, carbohydrates are converted to sugar rapidly, causing blood glucose to rise when it should be at its lowest. Fenugreek seeds can help to slow this process. When they are left to soak in water overnight, they release a particular type of soluble fiber that behaves much like a sponge. This fiber effectively traps carbohydrates and sugars, slowing their entry into your bloodstream. This action not only helps prevent drastic spikes, but also assists your insulin in working more efficiently, offering your body a chance to remain in balance as you sleep. And this is not just folklore. A 2023 study published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences revealed that fenugreek led to a significant reduction in fasting blood sugar levels. Researchers discovered that it wasn't just the fiber at play, but also a distinct amino acid known as 4-hydroxyzoleucine, which directly encourages insulin secretion. In other words, fenugreek helps your body manage sugar more effectively by prompting your pancreas to release insulin more efficiently. That's two forms of support from one humble seed. But let's step away from the science for a moment and envision the actual practice. You measure out a tablespoon of fenugreek seeds, let them soak in a glass of water before going to sleep, and upon waking, you find the water has been transformed. It is now a golden color with a slightly bitter taste, and it's filled with compounds prepared to assist your body. You strain the water, drink it slowly on an empty stomach, and begin your day with the knowledge that you have given yourself a proactive advantage against blood sugar fluctuations. This isn't a pharmaceutical drug. It isn't costly. It is simply nature offering a helping hand. That sense of empowerment, the feeling that you are not helpless, is just as vital as the drink itself. Of course, there are some factors to consider. Fenugreek possesses a distinct taste, and it may require some time to become accustomed to it. Consuming too much can cause an upset stomach. And if you're currently taking medication, you should consult with your doctor to prevent any potential interactions. When used judiciously, however, fenugreek water is one of the most straightforward and affordable methods for supporting stable blood sugar overnight. It's yet another reminder that the solutions we seek are sometimes not found in complex medical treatments, but are waiting quietly in simple seeds. And herein lies its beauty. Fenugreek's benefits extend beyond just sugar. It also supports healthy digestion and can help reduce bloating. This serves as proof that managing diabetes isn't only about eliminating certain foods, but also about incorporating the right ones. 5. Bitter melon juice. Next up on our list is an item that might cause you to raise an eyebrow: bitter melon juice. If you have had it before, you know it is neither sweet nor comforting. In fact, its pronounced bitterness can be quite a challenge. However, there are times when nature's most potent remedies are not cloaked in sweetness, and bitter melon stands as a prime example of this. So, why is this relevant for blood sugar? During the night, your body naturally becomes more resistant to insulin. This means that even minor quantities of sugar can remain in your bloodstream instead of being transported into your cells. Bitter melon is unique in that it contains compounds named charantin and polypeptide P, which function almost like a form of natural insulin. They encourage your cells to become more receptive and to absorb glucose, while simultaneously decreasing the amount of sugar that is absorbed from your intestines. To put it plainly, bitter melon doesn't merely slow down sugar like fiber does. It actively helps to lower it by emulating what insulin is intended to do. The science behind this is solid as well. A 2021 study that appeared in Plants showed that bitter melon juice had a quantifiable effect on lowering blood glucose levels. For individuals with either diabetes or prediabetes, that makes it a formidable ally. Let's be honest though, the taste is quite strong, and this is where the emotional element comes into play. Picture yourself pouring a small glass about 50 to 100 millimoles before you go to bed. You have taken out the seeds, blended it fresh, and perhaps diluted it with a bit of water to temper the flavor. As you take a sip, you tell yourself that this is not about pleasure, but about purpose. That one small act of determination, choosing something bitter for the sake of improving your health, builds an internal sense of strength. It is more than just juice. It is a clear message to your body: I am fighting for my future. Naturally, moderation is key. Bitter melon is potent, so consistency is more vital than quantity. A small daily serving over a few weeks can result in noticeable improvements. However, you should always monitor your blood sugar levels carefully, especially if you are already taking medication, as its effects can be strong enough to augment what your prescriptions are already doing. And as always, consult your healthcare provider before incorporating it into your nightly regimen. The true beauty of bitter melon juice is in its directness. It doesn't attempt to conceal its taste. It is raw, it is real, and it fulfills its promise. And here is the highlight: bitter melon doesn't just reduce blood sugar, it imparts a deeper lesson. Sometimes healing is found through discomfort. The bitter root is sometimes the one that leads to the sweetest outcomes. 6. Aloe vera juice. Let's change course and discuss something that is soothing, cooling, and frequently associated with skincare, but also possesses powerful effects within your body. Aloe vera juice. You have likely encountered it in gels for treating burns or lotions for dry skin. However, what a great many people are not aware of is that this unassuming plant can also support blood sugar balance in a gentle but significant manner. Why is this important? At night, as your body attempts to repair itself, both inflammation and oxidative stress can disrupt how your cells respond to insulin. This makes it more difficult for glucose to be transported out of your bloodstream and into your cells, resulting in higher sugar levels by the morning. Aloe vera comes to the rescue with its distinct combination of polysaccharides and phytosterols, compounds that function as antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. They do more than just soothe irritation on your skin. They also help to quell the silent fire inside your body that can worsen insulin resistance. As a result, your cells become more receptive to insulin, and your body can manage glucose with greater efficiency. Modern science is beginning to align with what traditional medicine has understood for ages. A 2016 study published in Nutrients demonstrated that aloe vera juice successfully reduced fasting blood sugar in individuals with prediabetes. This was not a quick single night solution, but instead a gradual improvement over a period of weeks. But let's move past the research for a second and envision the actual experience. Imagine pouring 1 or 2 tablespoons of pure aloe vera juice into a glass of water approximately 30 minutes before you head to bed. The taste is light and refreshing, almost neutral, and it imparts a feeling of calmness. There is something symbolic in that simple action. You aren't just drinking to satisfy your thirst. You are drinking to provide your body with a helping hand while it is in a state of rest. For a great many people living with diabetes, the night can feel like a constant struggle. Aloe vera juice is akin to whispering to your body, "I'm here for you. Tonight, you have permission to heal." Of course, both caution and consistency are vital. Aloe vera juice is not a miraculous cure, and it is most effective when consumed regularly in small quantities. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons diluted in water is sufficient. An excessive amount may cause digestive issues. And if you are on medication, you should always consult your healthcare provider to prevent any interactions. However, when used correctly, it is one of the gentlest and most natural methods to support your blood sugar overnight. It works in harmony with your body, and that is the true beauty of aloe vera juice. It serves as a reminder that health doesn't always have to originate from complex treatments. 7. Lemon water. Sometimes the drinks that are simplest are also the most potent, and this is precisely true for lemon water. It's not elaborate at all, just the juice from half a lemon squeezed into a glass of warm water. But don't let that simplicity mislead you. For those striving to manage their blood sugar, particularly overnight, this humble beverage can make a quiet yet notable difference. Why is this important? At night, your body is still tasked with handling the residual glucose from the day's activities. Without support, your cells might have difficulty responding to insulin, which can leave your blood sugar higher than it should be. Lemon water enters the scene as a natural assistant. Abundant in vitamin C and potent citrus flavonoids, it performs two crucial functions. First, it enhances insulin sensitivity, which helps your body utilize the insulin it produces more effectively. Second, it can slow the rate at which glucose is absorbed from your intestines. This means that instead of experiencing sharp spikes that leave you feeling tired and groggy in the morning, you get a more gentle and consistent release of sugar. A 2023 study featured in diabetes and metabolic syndrome. Clinical research and reviews underscored the advantages of lemon water in enhancing blood sugar regulation. It's more than just a means of hydration, it is a functional drink that bolsters your metabolism. The vitamin C acts as an antioxidant, mitigating the internal rust that can exacerbate insulin resistance, while flavonoids focus on the pathways that control glucose uptake. In essence, lemon water doesn't just refresh you, it can help rewire your body to manage sugar more intelligently. But let's move beyond the scientific aspects and consider the feeling it provides. Picture yourself finishing your day with a warm cup of lemon water. The scent is bright, the taste is clean, and it leaves your mouth feeling refreshed. This is more than just staying hydrated, it's a ritual. It provides comfort, and it's a message to yourself that you are taking a small but powerful step for your health. For many individuals with diabetes, life can seem like an extensive list of things they cannot have. Lemon water, however, feels like a gift. It is simple, natural, and has an uplifting quality. Of course, as with any natural method, consistency is vital. A single cup will not alter your numbers in one night, but transforming it into a nightly habit can, over time, guide your fasting glucose in a positive direction. The only real caution applies to those with sensitive teeth or acid reflux. In such cases, you might want to dilute it a bit more or rinse your mouth afterward to safeguard your enamel. The beauty of lemon water lies in the profound lesson it imparts. Achieving good health does not always demand complexity. Every sip serves as a reminder you are not without power. Before we proceed, I'd like to take a moment to connect with you. Navigating health challenges can sometimes feel like a solitary journey, but you are not alone in this community. If any part of today's video has resonated with you, I would be honored if you would share a single word in the comments that captures how you are feeling right now. Or feel free to tell us a part of your own experience with blood sugar, the difficulties, and the small triumphs. Your story could offer a glimmer of light to someone else who is on the same path. And if you are interested in exploring more gentle methods to support your well being, I have included some valuable resources in the description below. Please feel free to explore them at your convenience. 8. Ginger tea. When the night seems long and your body is in need of both warmth and balance, few beverages are as fitting as ginger tea. It manages to be comforting, spicy, and soothing all at once. Many of us are already accustomed to reaching for ginger as a remedy for nausea or the common cold, but this modest root conceals a significant role in blood sugar management that has only recently been validated by scientific research. Why is this so important? As you sleep, your liver continues to release glucose into your bloodstream. For an individual experiencing insulin resistance, that surplus sugar is often not absorbed effectively by the cells. Instead, it remains in the bloodstream, contributing to a higher fasting blood sugar reading in the morning. Ginger can help to interrupt this cycle. Compounds such as gingerol and shogal enhance insulin sensitivity, which means your body can more clearly interpret the signal from insulin. They also help to modulate how carbohydrates are metabolized, ensuring that your food is converted into a steady source of fuel rather than causing disruptive spikes. A 2023 study published in the journal Foods revealed that ginger supplementation led to a significant reduction in blood sugar levels. Researchers noted improved control in both fasting numbers and post-meal glucose, indicating that ginger does more than just soothe digestion. It actively reshapes how your body processes sugar. But the true magic of ginger tea lies in how it makes you feel in the moment. Picture yourself grating a teaspoon of fresh ginger, letting it steep in hot water, and then wrapping your hands around the warm mug. The aroma ascends, sharp, spicy, with a hint of sweetness, and you take a slow, deliberate sip. The warmth gradually spreads through your chest, helping to release the accumulated tension of the day. For many people living with diabetes, nights are often filled with anxiety. Ginger tea doesn't just benefit your numbers, it also nurtures your spirit. It serves as a reminder that self-care can be simple, natural, and comforting. That sense of emotional tranquility is just as healing as the bioactive compounds that are quietly at work within you, and naturally, moderation is key. Consuming an excessive amount of ginger can lead to an upset stomach or have a blood thinning effect. So it's best to keep it straightforward. 1 cup steeped from a teaspoon of grated ginger for about 10 minutes in hot water is sufficient. If you are taking any medication, especially blood thinners or diabetes drugs, you should always consult with your healthcare provider first. The beauty of ginger tea is its ability to provide both warmth and balance. This combination of physical stability and emotional peace makes it one of the most treasured beverages for blood sugar control. Over a period of weeks, this nightly practice can build into mornings that feel brighter, stronger, and more filled with hope. 9. Turmeric milk. Sometimes the drinks that provide the most benefit are also the ones that offer profound comfort, and turmeric milk is a perfect illustration of this. Esteemed for centuries in traditional medicine, this golden drink has now captured the attention of modern science for one very significant reason. It can help to support blood sugar balance while simultaneously calming the body. Why is this so important? For a great many people with diabetes, inflammation is the hidden adversary. It can silently cause damage to cells, impair insulin's ability to function effectively, and make it more challenging for glucose to enter the cells where it is needed. At night, when your body is meant to be in a state of rest and healing, this persistent low grade inflammation can often contribute to keeping blood sugar levels higher than they should be. Turmeric, through its active component, curcumin, helps to extinguish this internal fire. It enhances insulin sensitivity and mitigates the very inflammation that is a key driver of insulin resistance. Adding just a tiny pinch of black pepper can significantly boost curcumin's absorption, making this simple beverage even more potent. A 2023 study published in Drug Discovery Today emphasized curcumin's role in lowering blood sugar and protecting against long term complications. When it is combined with warm milk, it becomes more bioavailable, allowing your body to better absorb its benefits as you sleep. Oh, but let's step into the emotional aspect of this ritual for a moment. Imagine mixing half a teaspoon of turmeric powder into a mug of warm milk, stirring in a small pinch of black pepper, and watching as the liquid transforms into a beautiful golden yellow. You then take that cup to bed, cradle it in your hands, and let the warmth soothe you. For many, managing diabetes can feel like a perpetual struggle of measuring, monitoring, and worrying. This simple nightly habit, however, does not feel like medicine. It feels like genuine comfort. It's as if you are gently communicating to your body, I know you have worked incredibly hard today. Now, let's rest and begin to heal. That feeling of peace is, in itself, a form of healing. Of course, turmeric milk is most effective when used consistently. A single drink will not fix everything, but over several weeks, the cumulative benefits start to become evident. And unlike more aggressive treatments, turmeric milk feels nurturing rather than punitive. The beauty of turmeric milk lies in how it seamlessly connects tradition and science. And here is the highlight. Turmeric milk does not just lower blood sugar, it also helps to protect your body from the long term complications of diabetes by addressing inflammation at its source. That isn't just management, it's prevention. 10. Chamomile tea. When it comes to calming both the body and the mind before bedtime, few drinks are as gentle and cherished as chamomile tea. The majority of people think of it primarily as a natural aid for sleep, something to be taken when it's difficult to wind down. However, concealed within its soothing character is another hidden advantage. It can also provide assistance with blood sugar control. Why is this important? At night, stress and oxidative damage can often make it more challenging for your body to utilize insulin effectively. This means that glucose tends to linger in the bloodstream instead of being absorbed by your cells. And as a result, you wake up to fasting numbers that can feel quite disheartening. Chamomile tea intervenes with its potent flavonoids and terpenoids. These compounds work to reduce oxidative stress, calm internal inflammation, and improve insulin sensitivity, thereby enabling your body to handle sugar more gracefully as you sleep. A 2020 review published in Nutrition Reviews indicated that individuals with type 2 diabetes who regularly consumed chamomile tea experienced lower fasting blood sugar levels. The researchers emphasized its ability not only to enhance glucose control, but also to offer protection against complications associated with diabetes. In essence, chamomile doesn't just help you relax, it assists your body in maintaining balance at a profound cellular level. But let's move away from the research for a moment and envision the actual ritual. You brew a cup of chamomile tea, and the steam rises with a soft floral aroma as you take a sip before bed. The warmth gently settles into your chest, your shoulders begin to relax, and your mind starts to quiet down. For many people living with diabetes, nights are often filled with worry. Chamomile tea is more than just a drink, it is an act of self kindness. It communicates to your body that it is okay to rest, that you are safe, and that healing is taking place right now. That sense of emotional calm is every bit as significant as the physiological changes that are occurring inside you. Of course, consistency is of utmost importance. A single cup will not magically transform your numbers overnight, but integrating chamomile tea into your nightly rhythm can lead to steady and lasting improvements. And because chamomile is generally very safe and well tolerated, it is one of the easiest and most accessible remedies to try. Still, as with any natural approach, it is always a wise decision to consult with your healthcare provider if you are taking medication. The beauty of chamomile tea lies in how it connects the mind and body. It works on your stress, your sleep quality, and your general sense of peace. For individuals who often feel caught in cycles of control and worry, that sense of peace can be truly transformative. Each sip is a reminder that healing is not solely about numbers, it is also about rest, calm, and having trust in the process. 11. Okra water. Sometimes the solutions to significant problems are concealed within the simplest of vegetables, and this is certainly the case with okra water. Many people associate okra with being a sticky vegetable found in soups or stir fries. But when it is soaked in water overnight, it transforms into a gentle beverage that can actually support blood sugar balance in some surprising ways. Why is this so important? For individuals living with diabetes, the challenge is not only about what you consume, but also how quickly your body converts that food into sugar. Okra water intervenes at this stage with its soluble fiber and powerful antioxidants. The fiber creates a gel like substance that effectively slows down the rate at which sugar is absorbed in your intestines. Instead of all of that glucose entering your bloodstream at once, it is released more gradually and steadily. At the same time, the antioxidants present in okra help to calm inflammation and oxidative stress, the hidden factors that can make insulin less effective. Together, these two mechanisms result in more stable blood sugar levels overnight and a smoother beginning to your morning. A 2023 study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology confirmed that okra extract led to a significant reduction in fasting blood sugar and an improvement in insulin sensitivity. The researchers concluded that the compounds in okra help the body's cells respond more effectively to insulin, addressing the problem from two different angles. But beyond the scientific studies, let's consider how this actually feels in practice. Imagine slicing a few fresh okra pods, placing them in a glass of water to soak overnight, and then waking up to discover that the water has become slightly thickened, almost silky in texture. You strain it and take a sip. The taste is mild and refreshing, and it comes with the quiet assurance that you are supporting your body in a completely natural way. For many, this simple ritual evolves into more than just a drink. It becomes a small but meaningful act of hope. These simple practices serve as a reminder that nature is on your side. Of course, it is crucial to listen to your body. Okra water can be quite potent, so monitoring your blood sugar is essential, particularly if you are on medication. It is always wise to start with a small amount. And as with any natural remedy, it is most effective when used consistently. Over a period of weeks, this simple habit can lead to noticeable improvements. What makes okra water particularly special is its accessibility. It stands as proof that sometimes the most effective solutions are also the simplest. Every sip is a reminder that you have more influence over your health than you may have realized. That emotional reassurance is as healing as the biological effects taking place within you. 12. Moringa tea. Sometimes the most powerful remedies grow quietly in the natural world, and moringa tea is one of them. Often referred to as the miracle tree in many cultures, moringa has been utilized for centuries due to its healing properties. And now, modern science is beginning to confirm what tradition has long believed, that moringa can play a significant role in managing blood sugar, particularly overnight. Why is this so important? For many individuals with diabetes, the fundamental challenge is not just the intake of sugar, but the way in which the body responds to insulin. Insulin resistance means that even when insulin is available, the cells do not readily open up to allow glucose to enter. This leaves blood sugar levels higher than they should be. Moringa tea, thanks to compounds it contains called isothiocyanates and phenols, helps to reestablish that connection. It improves insulin sensitivity, which enables your body to use the insulin it already has more effectively. At the same time, it can slow the breakdown of food into glucose, thereby reducing the likelihood of sharp spikes. Science has clearly supported this. A 2020 study published in Complementary Therapies in Medicine found that moringa supplementation led to a significant reduction in blood sugar levels in people with type 2 diabetes. For those who struggle with persistent high readings in the morning, this can be a gentle yet powerful ally. But let's step away from the data for a moment and picture the ritual itself. Imagine steeping dried moringa leaves or a spoonful of moringa powder in hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes. The tea takes on a soft green color and carries an earthy, herbal aroma. You take a sip before bed, and the flavor is mild, grounding, and calming. In that moment, it's more than just tea. It is a clear signal to your body that you are providing it with what it needs to begin the healing process. For many people living with diabetes, nights can feel like a constant battle. Moringa tea helps to transform that battle into a moment of peace. It is more than a simple drink, it is a form of genuine self care. Of course, like all natural remedies, moringa tea is most effective when used with wisdom. 1 to 2 cups per day is generally sufficient, and consistency over a period of weeks is what yields the best results. An excessive amount can sometimes cause an upset stomach. And if you are currently taking medication, it is important to consult with your healthcare provider. What makes moringa tea truly exceptional is its ability to offer both physical and emotional healing. On a physical level, it works on insulin and glucose. On an emotional level, it provides you with a renewed sense of control. For many, that feeling is invaluable. Each night you drink it, you are reminding yourself, I am not helpless. I have choices. I can take actions